Hi everyone, I'm Edyta Sitar from Laundry Basket Quilts. Welcome to Quilting Window. I'm so thankful and excited you took the time to wanting to quilt with me. We are working on our block of the month, Super Bloom. Oh, this quilt is just beautiful. We finished block number 1, 2, and now we're gonna be making block number 3. This one right here in the corner. What a beautiful block. It is made from half square triangle in blue, dark blue, pinks, and a beautiful lights for a background and a little squares in the center. When I approach a big block like this and there are lots of pieces in it, I try not to get overwhelmed. And what I think about it is, how can I break that block to smaller section? And this block breaks down to 4 beautiful section. Notice this. Now let's just approach one section at a time. And the section is also broken down to smaller pieces. Now let's try it one piece at a time, little bit by little bit, and we're gonna have those blocks made. We're gonna start with half square triangle, and I have a one in pink and one in light. You can go ahead and let us see what it's in our quilting basket today before we start up. You can go ahead and get your own blocks cut, or you can go and use our pre-cut pieces. A lot of the girls that are doing our block of the month are getting these beautiful packages full of beautiful pieces already pre-cut, and those are the pieces that I'm working with it. If you're sewing on those laser cut pieces and using them, please make sure you're using nice small 1/4 inch seam allowance, beautiful thread, weight 50, and I'm using Orifil 2310, this light beautiful spool. And then I'm gonna use a Macrotex needle. If you cutting your own fabrics, you get this package right here with all the beautiful colors, or you can follow in the patterns. We have a list of all the fabrics. I also this month included something super special for everyone. I have included a mask, a pattern. So everybody that is doing this block of the month is receiving a mask pattern, and we do have beautiful template from Laundry Basket Quilts that make a cutting of those masks super easy for all you girls and your friends. So join us in and make some masks, and look at the ones that I have made. I chose some fun fabric with a kitty from Tula Pink, some beautiful prints, and some of our Super Bloom collection fabric. How wonderful. The medium size fits perfectly on me. If you have a man in your life that you want to make it, use the large size, or you can use the small one for your little friends. So that's that mask. You're gonna need a pattern and direction in a pattern for cutting your blocks and assembly. I'm going to use the pre-cut one, so I put that to the side. I also included in our laundry basket today a hand pressing tool like this. This is gonna come handy, and 6.5 inch creative grits ruler, 6.5 inch, because the units right here, 1/4 of the block is 6.5, and it works really nice for trimming and anything else that I need to do. So those are going to be perfect. I'm gonna set this to the side, and now let's go back to our quilting. We're gonna start up, like I said, with half square triangle. We're gonna place them right sides together, just like this beautiful little half square triangle, and we're gonna sew it straight down using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. We're gonna repeat this quite a few times because we're gonna need a total 8 of them for each corner of our block, and chain sewing is gonna speed up the process and make our blocks just wonderful. So please use chain sewing technique. I just finished the first one. I went ahead and pressed it beautifully, and now with my tiny little scissors I'm gonna go ahead and trim those little cute bunny ears. Or you can also use that 6.5 inch creative grits ruler and square your little unit down. So this is the first part that I'm going to make. As soon as I finish all of them, I'm gonna go ahead and line them up to this beautiful corner unit. This is gonna be the first unit that we need to make for right here in the block. I'm going to grab those two together, place it right side, sew it with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, open up, push the seam towards the light, do the same thing right here. And as soon as I finish sewing them, I'm going to go ahead, sew those together right here. Let's flip it to the back and check how did I do. Yes, push the seam allowance towards the light and now open this seam right there. You just grab it like this and pull it apart and you'll be able to open. Press it, make 4 of those. Why 4? Because we are going to need them for each corner of our block. Wonderful. I am so excited. First part finished, and make sure as soon as you finish, you're gonna go ahead and trim it beautifully. And now it's time for our second unit, and that unit starts with half square triangle, dark and a light. And this unit is right here. We're gonna be making those units. We're gonna make 4 of those as well. The only difference, 2 of them gonna have a dark blue in it, 2 of them gonna have a light fabric in it. So let's start. Half square triangle, place them together, zoom, 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 sew it. Again, you're gonna do chain sewing and you're gonna sew 8 of those. As soon as you finish, look at this, looks beautiful. You're gonna grab your scissors, trim those bunny ears. I keep repeating this and reminding you girls because this is what is gonna make your work beautiful. You're gonna make all of those and you're gonna now sew them into 2 rows with 2 light squares. Those squares are different fabric, but they're both light. And as soon as you finish, you're gonna sew it together. Make sure open up the center, push your seam allowance towards the light. First unit are done. Then the second unit is exactly the same, but notice that just the square right here is dark blue. Let me bring both of those. They're gonna fit right here. Look at how wonderful they look. Oh, this looks amazing. Perfect. We just finished those units and it's time for another unit. We're gonna make this unit right here. We're gonna need 8 of those because we need them on each side of the block. I'm so excited for you girls. Let's start. Let's grab half square triangle in dark and in light. And notice the light is a little bit different for this one. We're gonna grab it together, put them right sides together. I love this light fabric. It has a cute little polka dot on it. You're gonna sew it with a 1/4 inch seam allowance and you're gonna make a chain sewing. So you're gonna make 8 of those. You're gonna do chain sewing. Why 8? Remember, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's how many you need for all the units. As soon as you finish, you're gonna go ahead, trim those bunny ears, square things up, and now let's lay out the unit. We're gonna need 1 half square triangle, then we're gonna need 2 light half square triangles, and then we need a big half square triangle like this in light blue. So excited. We're almost there, little bit by little bit. Let's take this light piece, put it right sides together, sew it with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And remember, you have to match those edges exactly right here. Match it up. All beautiful. Right here, it's gonna overlap a little bit, just like this. Sew it with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Flip it open. Push the seam allowance towards the light. Let's see. I have one already prepared for you right here. Look at it, how nice it looks. See how it's sticking up a little bit. Make sure always match this up. That's the most question I'm being asked. So right there, second triangle. Place it right sides together, match it, pin it. Now go ahead, sew it. As soon as you finish sewing, you're gonna flip it open. Oh, this is great. And as soon as you flip it open, you're gonna go ahead and place your blue triangle, sew it with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, trim this bunny ear right here, and you go ahead, open it up. And sometimes I love to use this cute little tool. Open it up, so nice, square it up. This should be 3.5 by 3.5. Perfect. And this unit is ready to put into the blocks, and you're gonna make 8 of those, 2 for each section of the block. Oh, so exciting. So now it's time to make one section, we're gonna need 2 of those, just like this. Let's rotate them. Perfect. Now you're gonna go ahead and need your dark blue triangles right here. Notice this fabric goes towards the center. I'm gonna place it right position, and this one right here, let's place it right there. Perfect. I'm going to grab those, place them right sides together, sew it with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, flip it open, do the same thing on this side, flip it open, make 2 beautiful rows. Those seams will push towards the blue. Now go ahead, sew this together, and you have your first unit just like this. Isn't that beautiful? Perfect. This is gonna fit right here. You're gonna make 2 of them. 2 of them for opposite side of the block. I have made mine. I hope you keeping up and making yours. This quilt is going to be beautiful, and look at it. We are already 1/3 through our blocks. We are so excited. Block number 3, next month block number 4, and we are just keep going and making a beautiful quilt. I'm so thankful you join us in this block of the month. This is wonderful. So we make 2 of those. Then go ahead and you're gonna make this one exact the same way. So those into rows, sew rows together, push your seam allowance following the pattern. Beautiful. Let's make 2 of them, and now all that you have to do is take this and sew it with this, just like this. Make sure you pin it, sew it, flip it open, do the same thing here, sew those together, and as soon as it's finished, you are ready to put it into your quilt. And this is gonna be your block number 3, as I said. Wonderful. I am so thankful you took the time and joined me for our Super Bloom block of the month. Thank you so much. Make sure you visit our website at Laundry Basket Quilts. We just got a few more of those layer cakes from our Super Bloom collection. I hope you will enjoy them. And please subscribe into our YouTube channel. And thank you so much for all your support and all the thumbs up. I am so thankful. Happy quilting, and I look forward to our next time with you with our Super Bloom block of the month.